on his snout. Swimming through a cloud of that would find it unpleasant.
First up on the menu is the all-important control. A balloon with no chili, just water.
For this myth to be true, we should see a clear difference between the control balloon and the balloon full of chili. The shark should physically demonstrate a real aversion to the chili. I'm gonna pop this as soon as the sharks are close enough. Oh, I totally bit the balloon! The shark just ate the balloon. Over.
A shark just ate the control balloon?
Sounds like they're not at all afraid of the balloon, which is the purpose of the control. Over.
You're right. Let's move on to the chilies. Over.
Safety diver Luke once again does the honors, this time attaching one of the chili balloons to the bait box.
Oh, he's bitten the chili bag. Other sharks are coming in to check out what's going on. Oh, and the third one. The first one came back for another bite of the bag.
Clearly, the sharks don't seem too hot and bothered by hot spices. But to make sure, Adam and Luke line up a second water-filled control.
Here comes another bad boy. It's biting on the balloon. He's bitten the balloon.
And another indigestion-inducing chili concoction.
He's bitten the chili balloon. Now the sharks are swimming through the chili debris.
Well, are the sharks twitching or gnashing their teeth?
No, they don't really show any obvious behavior.
Yep, there's just no observable difference between the control
Can I mention that this is really fun?
and the chili. And several more repeat sets reinforce that conclusion.
One of those balloons is probably enough to kill one of us.
After 8 balloons, the sharks showed no reticence to bite the balloons, whether full of water or chili.
Are the little fish around there eating all the bits of chili?
Affirmative.
I think we should catch some of the little fish. They'll be pre-marinated.
Obviously, capsaicin doesn't affect the local fish, little or large, and it's all down to evolution. The theory being, chilies evolved their spice to deter herbivorous mammals. Birds are not affected by the spice, and neither, it seems, are sharks. And with all of Adam's chili bubbles burst,
How much fun was that?
he surfaces for the debriefing.
So what do you think?
I think in the end, what we got was pretty scientific. There was really no difference overall between the reaction to the chili balloons and the reaction to the control balloons, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, not much at all. You know, with the number of tests that we ran and watching them have the same reaction every single time, I don't think that we could significantly say that they are deterred by chilies whatsoever.
So I'd say chili as a shark deterrent, busted.
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 After the break, Grant says a tearful goodbye to his best friend.
Oh.
And Adam and Jamie fake and shake with flapping fish.
Yeah!
In the Bahamas, the team has a new furry friend, Robodog. He's not toilet trained.
Oh, Robodog!
He's embarrassingly bad at frisbee, but he's perfect to test the shaggy dog story.
I didn't train him to do that.
That sharks find canine cuisine irresistible. And that's because Robodog has the smell,
Oh my God, that smells so bad.
look, and swimming action of a real dog.
How great is this? We're in the Bahamas, it's beautiful, and we're about to test whether or not a dog will attract sharks. Now, that might sound like a cruel experiment, but luckily, Carrie and Grant have made a realistic looking, smelling, and acting dog, so we'll be able to test this without putting any dogs in harm's way.
That's right, despite his shaggy dog exterior, old Sharkbait here is actually the most elaborate robot the team has ever built. And he needs to be. Shark senses, thanks to 400 million years of evolution, are honed to the max. But Robodog's got this covered. With his realistic smell, bark, and air-powered movement, he's the ultimate robot in disguise.
So we're going to start our whole dogs attracting sharks experiment with control. And the idea is that we simply count how many sharks naturally show up to this area. That way we'll have a baseline number that we can compare to later when we actually put the thrashing dog out into the water. If more sharks show up when we have the dog in the water, then there is some truth to this myth.
For this control, Tori will be underwater counting sharks. And up top, Carrie will verify the count. Plus, keep an eye on the test time of 20 minutes.
Okay, let's begin the experiment. Start counting now.
Whoa, this is incredible. Even with no chum, nothing in the water, there's already 10 sharks just hanging around here. I hope it's not me they're attracted to.
And that magic number is 15. 15 sharks that luckily don't seem to like Italian food.
Every once in a while, they come and check me out just to see if I'm edible.
Next step is to come back tomorrow to this exact same location and be ready to go with the dog immediately when we get here. And then we'll see if more sharks arrive once we release all our dog fluids, whether they get more aggressive and go after them.
And tomorrow comes all too soon for RoboDog, who's about to get ripe.
There's one final funky preparation I have for RoboDog. I have got to fill his syringes with his smells. Urine, blood, and anal secretion. Maybe a little flavor in the water is going to attract the sharks. It looks just like chocolate syrup.
Grant's done the team proud with this bill, but with the test looming, he's having second thoughts.
You know, we've put a lot of effort and love and personal spirit into RoboDog. And getting to this point, I don't really want to see RoboDog get chomped on by a shark. But, you know, we just have to let go and let him do what he was designed to do.
Back at the same location as yesterday, the only difference from the control test will be the dog. And Tori will brave the water to see what difference that difference makes.
When we did the control, I counted 15 sharks. Now, in order to confirm this myth, we're going to have to see a lot more sharks, and they're going to have to be interested in the dog. Whether or not they're going to attack the dog, I don't know, but they're going to have to go up to it, check it out, and then we'll be able to tell whether or not this is confirmed.
Following Tori into the shark-infested waters is RoboDog. And from his first excited doggy paddles, it's clear he's doing exactly what he was designed to do.
RoboDog looks great. He's totally swimming like a real dog. From here, it looks like the real deal. I can even hear him barking, too.
With the 20-minute test underway, Tori starts counting sharks.
Okay, guys, 5 minutes have gone by and RoboDog is being ignored. There are a few sharks swimming around, but no more than the control.
Yep, the visual cue of the dog's shape and the audible cue of the erratic paddling action don't warrant any investigations. Which means, to a shark, dogs don't look or sound like dinner. So it's time to let loose the juice. First into the water are the urine and anal secretions. RoboDog is now the complete package, but he's still enjoying his swim unmolested by the sharks below.
I've seen 10 sharks so far, and there's no significant change in behavior. Definitely no close encounters or investigations of RoboDog.
No, RoboDog, you can't get back on the boat. I don't care how many sharks are down there.
Which leaves the final potential